I suppose Irish people, we understand the plight of the Palestinian people because we have a shared history, a history of colonisation, of oppression, the same brutal oppressors being the English. So it's steeped in historical linkages right the way back from, a lot of people would have heard of the brutal black and tans that would have been brought to Ireland back in the 20th century to try crush the Irish Revolution, carried out massive amounts of brutal atrocities on Irish people, and when we came to an agreement here in reaching the treaty, people always ask the question, what happened to the black and tans? Well, the reality is a large portion of them went over to Palestine and were used by the British to brutally oppress the Palestinian people. So, not only do we have a shared history of colonisation, but also the same brutal oppressor and using the same brutal...
Condemnation is good. Putting pressure diplomatically is good. I think without sanctions, without meaningful action, it's not going to stop anything. It's not going to stop the bombing, it's not going to stop the occupation, it's not going to stop the apartheid. We have a bill in the Parliament, like I mentioned, the Occupied Territories Bill, which would only place sanctions on illegal, on the territories which are deemed, there's an international consensus that these territories are illegal. So placing sanctions on these illegal settlements and banning trade and imports from these settlements would put pressure economically on Israel. Political, diplomatic, economic pressure on Israel to stop their war crimes.